Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, My Hero Academia episode 1 of the 5th season. Yes, it's finally here. We are finally back to this wonderful series and I cannot wait to see what is going on. Because in the trailer in which I react, by the way, so I'm going to put some annotation here, there, I don't know where it's going to be, but it's going to be an annotation, that is for certain. I reacted to the trailer, and there are a lot of stuff that I saw in said trailer that got me excited for the next season. So, I honestly cannot wait to see what is going to happen. Usually, this first episode is just a recapitulation, so yeah, perhaps I'm just checking out what is going to happen in that recapitulation. In season 4, we got a journalist that wanted to discover who is the successor of All Might. The season previous, I think it was the pool episode, and I don't recall the one in the second season. I don't know. I think it was a chat between All Might and Deku. I don't remember that well the second season. So yes, I am excited to see what is going to happen, but obviously again, the recapitulation episode is coming because yeah, that is a trend that is going to happen, I guess, until the end of the series. When that is going to be, I don't know, but yeah, I guess. So the first episode is going to be kind of saying you, okay, we return to this universe, these are the rules, these are the characters, and that is how it's going to be. But that doesn't change the fact that I am excited that the 5th season is already here. Especially from what we saw in the last episode of the 4th season. I mean, those were the previous users of One for All. So I am excited to see what the hell does that mean. I am excited to see what is going to happen with Deku and his power. And I'm excited to see what is going to happen with that thing that we saw in the trailer. So yes, I am excited to see what is going to happen. But honestly, I am just hyping this way too much. Let me just quickly remind you that if you enjoy the content of the channel, please consider a subscription and turn on notification. If you enjoy the video, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment so I know what you think about my reaction, the episode, or the commentary once you see it, or even my reactions. Yeah, did I mention reaction? Yeah, I think I did. Anyway, if you want to follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description below. Alongside with the in the description is also the reaction, because YouTube doesn't like reactions, and obviously it's there. And there is a link for my Patreon in which you can find the uncut reaction of every single episode. Not just obviously from My Hero Academia, but from other series I am currently watching. But anyway, yes, enough about all of this crap. Let's cut the presentation short and watch the episode, shall we? Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time the first episode of the 5th season. Yes, as I said during my presentation, is obviously the introductory episode of the series. We got that in the 2nd season, in the 3rd season, in the 4th season, and now in the 5th season. Because obviously we know the powers. People that we have been following the show from the beginning up to this moment, we know their powers, we know what they are capable of. We know all of this and that. And we got a new presentation of the powers in this case. It was honestly more interesting than the last time we saw this. The journalist, it's kind of funny, it's kind of interesting, but I think this type of presentation is a lot better, with a lot more action, with a lot more entertainment to see. Yes, we know that this is a simulation, and that's why it's not going to have future repercussions of the series. I don't think so, at least. But it's going to be a very interesting... it was a very interesting way to present our heroes, our protagonists, let's say the entirety of Class 1A. But before going deeper into the episode, which is not going to be that much because again it's just the presentation episode, let's go a little bit by the opening theme. We open obviously with the entirety of Class 1A. They are running and they are preparing. Well, no, actually, Deku is running towards them, and then we saw how everybody is preparing for something. We got Koda, we got Yajirosu, we got Ojiro, and we got Zero. Then we got, in the next scene, we got Uraraka, Sugarman, I still cannot remember his name. We got, oh god, I forgot his name. Mineta, I don't know how the fuck I forgot his name, but anyway. Then we got Aoyama, and then we got the teachers. We got 4 teachers in this case. We got, oh yes, I almost forgot. We have a conversation between Todoroki and Deku. We don't know what they are speaking about. Obviously, it's just kind of, I guess, preparation. And then we got Vlad, we got Aizawa. Vlad, we know that he's the home run teacher of Class 1B. Then obviously we know Aizawa is the home run teacher of Class 1A. Then we got All Might and Midnight. Midnight doing something weird dance or movement, I don't know what the hell is that. But this, so far from what I can see, this part of the show, of the season, is going to be more fun inclined than anything else. We don't got these serious attacks, we don't got these serious villains, because we don't see a villain per se. We got to see Shinso. I forgot his name. Jesus Christ, it's been such a long time since I mentioned his name. We got Shinso, and we got him with a weird getup. It looks like the bandages that Aizawa always has, but he has a mask, or what it looks like the Deku's mask, but in a different color. I don't know how to describe what Shinso is wearing, but it looks honestly really interesting now that we got Shinso as a major role in this opening, and I'm curious to see what is going to happen. And then of course we got Class 1B. I cannot identify every single one of them. Obviously the one that stand out the most is Monoma, obviously, because he's fucking crazy. I mean, come on, it's Monoma. It's obviously he's going to stand out. He wants to stand out. The other ones I kind of recognize is obviously Kendo, the girl with the big hand, well, big everything. She can make everything big in her body, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, from the... It was the 3rd season, the first arc of the 3rd season. Then we got, oh god, I wrote his name down because I have to return to the sports festival. Ibarra, the girl with the kind of green hair. Then we got Tetsu, obviously. I should be able to remember his name is quite easily. And those are the ones that I think were mentioned by name in Class 1B. The other ones, I honestly have no idea what their names are. If they were mentioned, please let me know, but I guess we could be patient and hear their names in the few next episodes, because my guess they are going to take a very heavy part on this arc. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know if Class 1A and Class 1B are going to clash, literally everybody against everybody, but obviously it's going to be kind of a point system, so they can determine who is going to win and who is going to lose. But it's going to be interesting. I guess it's going to be like a battle royale between everybody. Well, not battle royale, it's going to be a battle between teams, and they are going to fight off, and I don't know, perhaps one of them is, oh, you're going to be villains, or the other is going to be heroes, or vice versa. I don't know, but I guess everybody's going to fight. What really caught strongly my attention of this opening is when we got Shinso and when we got Midoriya. So far everything is very lighthearted in the presentation, in this opening. But then, just before Midoriya was, I guess, punch or attack Shinso, we got a glimpse of the previous users of the One for All. And I think we got a better look of the first user, what I assume is the first user. Not entirely, obviously, we only see one eye. But I am curious to see what does it mean, and why it has to be between Shinso's attack, well, Shinso's and Deku's attack. because then in the next scene after this introduction to the previous users, we still continue to see the fight between Midoriya and Shinso. So why interrupting that fight? And again, so far from that point, it's very lighthearted until that point, because yeah, we know for this world, One for All is a very precious thing, it's a very important thing. Then we got short scenes between Hawks and Endeavor, and then we got Eri and Mirio kind of protecting, and then my last shot of the opening is the entirety of Class 1A. So what is going on? The presentation usually is kind of a spoiler that you cannot understand. Spoilers that you say, okay, what the hell is going on? And you understand just after you watch the what they are supposed to represent. So I am curious to see what all this presentation, all this opening really represents. Because again, at the beginning is very light-hearted, very, oh yes, we're going to have fun, everybody's happy, the teachers are doing silly movements. But then the fight between Shinso and Midoriya is something more important, and the short side of Endeavor and Hawks is kind of important. Eri and Mirio is more cutesy on the side because yes, they are still taking care of Eri, which is something cute. I am curious to see where this is going, how this presentation is going to be represented, or how the opening is representing what we are going to see in the first season, or at least what I think is going to be the first half of the first season, the 5th season, because it's always like this. Usually the My Hero Academia seasons have several arcs, so I guess this is going to be the first arc. I don't know what is going to be the second arc. Sometimes there is even a third arc, so I am excited to see that. Anyway, yes, in the episode, again, it's just a presentation episode, but they took it with a lot more action in this case. A couple of fake villains, fake victim. Honestly, when they said, oh, there is going to be a victim in the river, I thought they were going to put a dummy in there and that's going to be it. But no, it's actually Mirio, which makes it a ton times funnier, honestly. It's funnier, it's better. And we all love Mirio. Come on, don't kid yourself. Everybody loves Mirio. So yes, I'm happy that they brought him back. And it's kind of my wish fulfilled. We got to see a little bit more of Nejiri and Amajiki, but I think this is still not enough. I wanted to see more of her. I wanted to see more of him. And in not a perfect way, I really mean in action way. I want to see her fighting. I want to see her in action. Please don't bring any wrong interpretation to this one, please. And yes, I just recently watched a Red Letter Media's episode, so that's why it was kind of in my mind. Anyway, moving on. We got a reconnaissance team, in which case is Jiro, Shoji, and the animal guy, I always remember, Koda. I finally remember his name. We got a reconnaissance team. Everybody needs to do something independently so they can shine through this. They can be seen and they can be introduced to the new audience, which is obviously, well, yeah, I guess there are new audience, but you usually watch the previous season before entering into the 5th one, or at least that's what I will do if I was new to the show. So yes, we got the introduction to every single character and the introduction to our villains. Which was kind of exciting, and I like the way they portray the villains, because for me it's hard to see Nejiri as a villain. She's very cute, and she was cutesy in this scene. She was, but in a certain point she is intimidating. When she wants to be, she can really be intimidating, especially when she launched an attack against Todoroki and against Black Shadow, god damn it, against Tokoyami and against Ida. So yes, it was very intimidating because it was just 30% of her power. That is a lot of power, man. I know Majiki can be very intimidating when he wants to. But obviously, you need to see Deku in action, and I think they hold back Deku because the other people need to shine too, and we still are missing 3 other people. In this case, Bakugo, Kirishima and Kaminari. Those three were the ones who were missing. I had the feeling that they were going to use the car, and I was correct, but obviously it wasn't that hard to predict. I am going to be honest, I like the presentation in this episode of Kirishima more than the presentation of Bakugo. I think it was more badass, and I like it a lot more, but perhaps again is my prejudice against Bakugo, because again, Bakugo is not among my favorite characters, and the craziness of this episode just emphasized that he needs to take a fucking chill pill, and I'm gonna go on a limb, and it's not just a chill pill, the entire fucking bottle of those, man, because my god, guys, it's been pretty defeated. He's not a villain, he's not a real threat. Calm the fuck down, man. Oh god. But anyway, yes, basically that was the episode, but I think the important part, or the most exciting part, came in the extra scene. We got obviously our discussion between Endeavor and Hawks, and the kind of nightmare reality that we got to see with Endeavor, because, well, you remember what we saw with Dabi. We knew that Dabi was kind of the one behind this attack, well, the double attack. He was ordering him to attack, and now he wanted to, I guess, attack himself. I don't know how Endeavor was safe. Perhaps there were a lot more heroes, and he didn't want to risk his own life, so he ran away, and that's how they rescue Endeavor, Hawks. But that is not the impactful one. Then we saw Dabi reuniting with fucking Hawks. That caught me by complete fucking surprise. I was not ready for that last scene. My god. So I guess now we know the answer, who is the traitor. It was Hawks. How did he figure out what they were doing? How the fuck did he was able to deceive everybody and become a traitor? In the last season we saw him as he wanted to make Endeavor the #1, or perhaps that's part of the, oh my god, perhaps that was part of his plan to make the Hero Society collapse, because they could see him as a terrible #1 hero. I don't know, man. I have no fucking clue of what is going on, but I am so excited. So no, we have our traitor. Hawks is our traitor. Oh shit. I cannot wait to see the next episode, man. I cannot wait to see that. But I think I really exhausted the topic of this one. One hell of a first episode of the 5th season. I love it, and I miss this series so much. But anyway, as I said before, please consider a subscription. Please, if you enjoyed the video, leave me a thumbs up and leave a comment so I know what you think about my reaction, the episode, or my commentary. Remember that in the description you can find the link for my Twitter, the link for the reaction because YouTube doesn't like reactions, and the link to my Patreon if you want to see the uncut reaction of this episode, and a lot more. So yes, I think that's it for now. I hope you enjoy it, and well, I have nothing else to say, but thank you for your attention, and see you in the next one. Bye.
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, give it a like so the algorithm from YouTube will help me out. And check my other videos, share them, and also why not subscribe to my channel and join this community. And as always, I want to thank you for your attention, your likes, and even your dislikes, your comments, which is something I always look forward to read. And yeah, once more, thanks, and see you on the next one.